This weekend will be 8 years since convicted killer Dylan Roof murdered 9 people at Mother Emanuel AME Church in Charleston. Reverend Daniel Simmons Sr. was one of the 9 murdered. His daughter Rose joins us now. Rose, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much. I'm so honored to be here.
We're going on 8 years since that tragedy. It forever changed so many people, and no doubt, obviously, your family. We're going into Father's Day this weekend. Tell us about your dad.
I'm really excited about Father's Day, even though I will be spending it at his gravesite. But that's where I go to speak with him and talk with him and release my daughter to daddy things. But my dad was such a great person. He was a giant in my eyes as a little girl. He was very well accomplished. He was a goal setter and he was a goal finisher. So he was a person to model your life after. And I'm so proud to be his daughter. Yeah.
What was the journey like for you? Of course, I guess there's no words to explain. When you found out that your dad was murdered at church, what was that like for you?
Well, there are 2 different thoughts that I had. First of all, of course, because I am a Christian and I believe that when we leave this earth, we go to be with the Lord. So there was a peace in knowing that, first of all.
Okay.
Second of all, knowing that he lived such a great life, and he was 74 when he was a part of that incident. And I felt like that this was a championship for him, because he would forever be remembered. His life would forever be talked about. His feats, those things that he accomplished in life, people would forever know them. So I took on a different type of mindset, and of course, the sorrow of losing him.
Absolutely.
Having to know that I would live the rest of my life without him. And, you never get too old to be a daddy's girl. And I think I was just coming into my daddy's girl stage at that time. And I think about it every day,
Wow, there's so much to kind of try to unpack here, but for one of the final questions here, South Carolina does not have a hate crimes law, and we understand when Dylan Roof, now convicted killer, he had to be tried federally.
Yeah.
What do you tell lawmakers in South Carolina about not having a hate crime law yet?
Well, what is it going to take for us to realize that we don't want this to happen to anyone else, to any other family? I think that we need to really dig in, or the state legislators need to really dig in and really see this from the perspective of the families and those who are affected by these hate crimes, and come to a decision about what South Carolina plans to do about it. I would love to be involved in that and be able to tell my perspective from being my dad's daughter. I really think that in this day and time, with all the things that have been happening over the past few years, we really need to have these serious conversations and not only talk about it, but put some action behind it. Yeah.
And as we wrap up, your closing remarks about your dad.
Wow, it is. I could sit here and talk forever about my dad. I remember most about him that he was very focused. Whenever he set out to get something done, he did, and it didn't matter what the hurdles were, hurdles were in his way. He leaped all of them, and he made it so. So I really, really appreciate seeing that in my younger years, because now I can mimic that, and I'm happy and grateful more than anyone really knows.
Ms. Simmons, thank you so much for being here. We really do appreciate it.
Sure. Thank you so much.